I owe Friedrich von Falz-Fein an apology. A while back, we explored the history of the Przewalski horse and its conservation story in 2 episodes of our podcast. During those episodes, I gave Falz-Fein a bit of a bad rap. First of all, I got his name wrong, calling him by his brother's name, Waldemar. Secondly, I painted him as yet another rich, white European aristocrat who just wanted to collect exotic animals like Pokemon. To be fair, this was not a very outrageous assumption for me to make. If you didn't listen to our episode, you probably don't know that there was a Przewalski horse craze in the late 19th century to the early 1900s. Everyone wanted one, whether it was to show off as an exotic centerpiece or to preserve as a living artifact of the wild and mysterious Eastern world. This demand for Przewalski horse specimens led to the mass roundup of Przewalski horse foals, who generally failed to thrive and eventually perished in captivity, and likely contributed to their eventual extinction in the wild. And Friedrich von Falz-Fein was at the front of this push. But Falz-Fein was not necessarily after dollar signs when he funded expeditions to collect and bring back Przewalski horses. Ever since his childhood, Falz-Fein took a heavy interest in animals and nature. When he inherited the family estate in Ukraine, he expanded it by purchasing more land and named it Askania Nova. His vision for the land was truly ahead of its time. While most zoos focused on preserving animals as living specimens, generally keeping them in bare-bones enclosures that did not resemble their natural habitat, Falz-Fein had a different idea. He saw the threat of habitat loss and fragmentation on biodiversity, a concept that was far ahead of his time. Falz-Fein dedicated Askania Nova not only to being a zoo that housed exotic animal species, but also to preserving the Eurasian steppe habitat. This was one of the first biosphere reserves to exist for the purpose of preserving endangered steppe habitat. Askania Nova is currently an UNESCO nature reserve and still houses Przewalski horses as well as many other endangered steppe species. So, Friedrich von Falz-Fein did a great deal of important work in protecting and preserving not only the Przewalski horse, but also its habitat. However, some of his actions may have actually accelerated the species' path towards extinction in the wild. This goes to show that history can be viewed through many lenses, and very rarely is it straightforward. Either way, I still feel that